What the fuck is going on, everybody? I think we're live. I cannot tell, but we're gonna roll like we're live. My name is Nick Boklich. I am your host. This is the WTF show, Winning the Flex, and we are entering into a Pitbull right now. Let me pull it up on screen. We will be doing probably two Pitbulls today. I think it's +1 or +2. Yeah, we need two more people for a 20-second Pitbull. Happy Friday, GMs. Have my morning coffee. Dark roasted. I love it. Yo, GM, what's up? Best ball on call. Happy Friday to you, man. How you doing today? So far, I've done 5 Pitbulls, so this will be my 6th one. Halfway there. I've been pumping them out a little crazy. I still need to do like 15 poodles as well. Do a little this. Yeah, that's right, man. Today's my day, my only day off actually. So gonna be doing a couple giraffes, then going to be driving to LA to spend time with some family. Nothing better than sipping on some coffee and doing some best balls. All right, looks like we're filled. I still haven't done my corgi yet either. I keep forgetting about that. All right, awesome. So we have the 10th spot. Okay, cool. I know Eagles. He's a popular guy in the Twitterverse. Sharp dude. No one else that I recognize. Half the room is badgeless, which could be good, but sometimes it's not always good when you have badgeless people because that's when they're just like reaching on quarterbacks and it's harder to bank on getting your stack at a certain ADP. Yeah, honestly, 90% of the time, I'm drinking coffee just black. I feel like it just hits way harder. It's like, the sugar and all the fluff doesn't block me getting that caffeine boost. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we have the 10th pick. This is the Pitbull. So it's 2 out of 12 advance, and then I believe it's 1 out of 5 and 1 out of 6 to hit the finals. So in the structure, you could go more 3 quarterback, try to get, the quarterback tight end a little more stronger. You don't need to force trying to hit on 7 RBs, try to hit that, get that spike in week 16 of a 1 out of 16 pod. For me, with the late picks, I like double dipping at the receiver position. We'll see if CMC falls back, but I'm pretty confident with the direction I'm going to go. We're for sure going to be taking one of these receivers, either Puka, Neighbors, or Nico. CMC is interesting always. He goes. So yeah, so next pick will be Puka or Nico. I'm trying to get my exposure up on both of these receivers. And with doing that, kind of like I've always been fading Genty. I'm just not going to be taking him right now. Amari St. Brown goes. So we do get a little Puka faller, which is nice. Yeah, it's tough because like I don't really try to force myself to fade first round players, but when you're trying to differentiate and prioritize like what players do I think have an edge compared to all these players, and it's tough because obviously when you're picking the first round, there's so many good players. So real quick, so if London falls, I will do that because I like the Week 17 matchup. I love Devon Achane. Devon Achane is another guy that I'm trying to just smash more, but Puka London is tough to get. So I do want to prioritize that. So we'll be doing that. But when you're in the first round, obviously it's like, the top 12 guys, there's a reason why they're in the first round. You have to differentiate why one player should go higher than another player. Like if you tell me like Nico, Malik, Brian Thomas, Puka, Marcy Brown, those are all guys you can have in the same tier. I wouldn't be surprised if people had one ranked number 1 from number 5. But for me, I'm trying to find certain edges that I think are going to kind of differentiate, where the reason why I'm going to be higher on Nico than maybe a Marcy Brown is I just think Nico has a little bit of a higher ceiling that we haven't seen. Marcy Brown is the better floor play, and he does have a good ceiling. But when I'm making a bet, I'm more going to make the bet with Nico. We haven't seen his best year yet. Marcy Brown maybe has been getting lucky on touchdowns, and that's kind of an example for that. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I do like the start a lot. I have Puka ranked like 7 right now, so to get him at 10 is nice. And then when you're able to get a drink London, to have that Rams Falcons game, which I think personally is going to be one of the key games you want in Week 17. I believe it is also a Monday night game, which is going to be a lot of fun. Definitely a game that I want some pieces of. So far, I haven't seen anything too crazy. It's pretty chalked, right? Chase, Marvin Harrison, the T. Higgins thing. We'll see if he tries to push Burrow to 72. Eagles here. I know he's more of an RB enjoyer, so he goes Gibbs and Taylor, which is a sexy duel. I like this start a lot. Nico, Brian Thomas, 2 alpha receivers. You're able to pair up. It's kind of insane because last year people were like pairing up like Marvin Harrison and I don't know. It was like Marvin Harrison, Brandon Ayuk. Who else was the 12th turn? We're coming up, man. Kyron, whenever I'm picking Lake, Kyron's always there. And I keep clicking him. I mean, it makes sense for the game to have just pieces of it, but at the same time, I don't want to have like 25% Kyron. But also, I believe he's just the best pick here. I mean, Kyron Williams is just the best pick on the board right now. Sure, his efficiency sucked last year. Sure, they brought in Jarquez Hunter, who's a 4th rounder. Sure, Devontae Adams is there, who might steal touchdowns. But the positive is that Devontae Adams is going to make this offense more efficient, right? So it's going to help open up things for Kyron. The 4th round Hunter, who I like, but he's not guaranteed to even beat out Corum yet. All right, so we're on the clock. There's a couple things I want to do here. Lamar, Ted, and Daniels. Whoa, you know what? We're gonna do a Daniels build. Yeah. I'm trying to get more Daniels. I love his playoff schedule more than Lamar and Josh Allen. Where if I'm trying to factor in like the difference between like the top 3 quarterbacks, I will want to mix some Daniels a little bit just because I think he has like Eagles and Cowboys the last 2 weeks, which is really nice. But back to Kyron, man. Everyone's fading Kyron. I see it on Twitter. I see it in Discord. I'm the fish. I'm the guy that's gonna have egg on his face. I don't care. I'm gonna take the RB that is gonna be on the field 90% of the time, even if it's 80% of the time. He's still gonna get goal line work. He's still gonna be there for pass protect. He's gonna get the hard-earned carries that the Rams rely on. And one thing that I think people are underlooking is that they're discussing a contract extension. If Kyron gets a contract extension and he gets the bag, like a 4-year, I don't know, $65 million deal or something like that, his ADP is going to shoot up, man. Like, one is if he gets a contract extension that I think he's going to get, it's going to show the commitment to him being just a workhorse back again, right? Like, it's just going to show like, hey, like, we're paying you all this money, you're going to be our guy. And then I think his ADP is going to shoot up. Like, it's going to get closer to 2-3 turn. So you won't be able to get starts like Puka, Drake, and a Kyron because Kyron is going to be getting pulled up to the 2-3 turn. That's my thesis on it. We'll see how it plays out. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Yo, WTF, winning the flex. What's up, Fantasy Football Garage? How you doing, my boy? You're pumping the stream long last night. I was gonna hit you up too if you wanted to come on, but silly me assuming that you were gonna be past your bedtime, which you're DJing just like all of us. You'll stay up to like 2 a.m. drafting some basketball teams, talking shop. This is a nice zone for RBs. We'll see if Waddle falls. I don't love Waddle. I do not love Waddle. I don't hate Waddle. I'm just I like Walker. Waddle is the best receiver. So Walker goes. So screw it. We're gonna take Waddle. Take Waddle on the late 5th. Dude, Candyman's crushing it. He is one of my favorite streamers. I always love tuning in, watching him, what he's doing. He just produces content nonstop. Keep it up, Candyman. 500 subs coming real soon. All right, this is an interesting pick. Man. All right, so I like Harvey. I think Connor is just underpriced right now with the production that he's given. I do want a receiver as well. Any correlation things? I don't think so. We're gonna do a James Conner build. James Conner, one of the best RBs in the NFL. He was number one in evading tackles last year. Efficiency is great. Offense is good. He catches passes. And one thing that I've been kind of like thinking more is why have I been taking Alvin Kamara over James Conner? You know, why am I taking like some of these RBs over Conner, where Conner's 30 years old, so he's old. He's missed multiple games most of his career. Last year was actually the healthiest he's been in a while. But if we feel comfortable drafting like 29-year-old Saquon, who had 500 touches, CMC, who's 29, who's dealt with injuries his whole career, Derrick Henry, who's 32 years old, I'm not comparing Connor to these. Like these guys obviously are, more like they have more of a fantasy output in their career, higher ceilings. But I'm just saying, like, we're getting James Conner, who's same age as all these guys, but on a per touch, he's similar to these guys as well. He has no competition. And I think the guys like Barkley, Henry, definitely Kamara are likely to get hurt. Joe Mixon as well are likely to get hurt like a James Conner. So James Conner was a blind spot for me, which I'm going to correct. I'm going to be taking more James Conner. 6th round to get a 3-down back, good offense. Every RB could get hurt. So James Conner, definitely going to try to get more of him. What's up, Steve? How we doing, brother? Happy Friday to you, man. We just pumping out these puppies or excuse me, these Pitbulls right now. So we have a 1-2-3 build. So we have elite quarterback. I feel really good about our project touches with our RBs right now. Receivers, fine. We're probably going to take a receiver right here. I'm cool with the top 4 guys. Mooney just went. Never mind. I was going to say Mooney obviously makes sense because we have the Rams Falcons thing going on. This will be an interesting pick. Shakir goes. So Josh Downs going to be the pick because he's kind of the tier break here for me for a receiver. I like him as my 4. I'm pretty confident I'm going to get an RB that I like back. I think Pittman's fine. He's probably underpriced, but the value that one of these RBs brings, I think, is just higher than what Pittman could provide me. And this is the WTF show, so it's obviously we got to try to win the flex with the RBs. Yeah, so Pollard or Aaron Jones, I like both RBs. Jones is on a better offense, more efficient, but I think Jordan Mason is more of a threat. Tony Pollard. We're gonna go Tony Pollard. This is probably the dustiest RB room that you'll see drafted ever, right? Like I legit have Connor, Pollard, both almost 30 years old, and then Kyrie Williams plays like he's 30 years old, but I like it. We'll take it. Yeah, no, same. I love when underdog is able to put out 2-3 new contests, especially contests like this. Pitbull is definitely one of my favorites. The Corgi is cool because whenever you can do a single entry contest, it's, it adds a little more pressure and it's fun to watch how that performs. I'm probably gonna do one more Pitbull after this one. And then I have 3 more bullets after that, which I'll probably save for next week to do some streams. Which I say that, but I might get bored on the weekend and just pump these out. I like this star right here. We have a 1-3-4 build. Jaden Daniels, Kyron Williams, James Conner, Tony Pollard. The RB room, like, it feels volatile because, obviously we have age concerns, we have injury concerns, and we have just this dude sucks concerns. Even though I don't think Kyron sucks. I just, Twitter will make it sound like that. But this RB room feels very strong when you include the elite quarterback and obviously the receivers I like. Coming up, this zone for me, whenever we reach like the early 100 to like the teens, it feels like it's a flat tier of RBs and receivers. Tight end usually feels stronger here, and then quarterback, this is where I'm looking to stack my guys. So things that we could do Penix, Stafford, we could do Tua, we could do Daddy Dimes. There's RBs I like later, so I'm probably not going to touch any RBs here. I'm fine with Bateman. Do I have any? Yeah, we'll take Bateman. I'm a little worried because I think I saw something yesterday where he's going to be a efficient receiver, and I think he's always good for a long touchdown. But some of the plays last year where Lamar was just scrambling and then he just finds Bateman for a deep bomb, like it seemed kind of lucky for Bateman's output what he did, but he is a talented player, contract extension, maybe he grows into a role. So after that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Jonnu. I think Jonnu is going to stay with the Dolphins. We have Waddle, so we're betting on the Dolphins already. I like Tua later. One thing I have thought about though too is I think all the Dolphins are like I don't want to say underpriced, but they're underpriced to what the ceiling could be for that offense. But it's interesting because Jonnu and Devon Achane I feel like are on one side, and then you have Tyreek and Waddle on one side, where last year Dolphins didn't throw deep and they didn't manufacture much touches to Hill or Waddle. Those are going to Jonnu Smith and Devon Achane. So I do kind of think sometimes where it's like, if the offense is going to be similar to last year, that means Jonnu and Achane are going to get heavy target shares and manufactured touches, which obviously hurts Waddle and Hill. If it's from the offense from 2 years ago, back to big playability, throwing bombs, play action, because the running game is, is efficient. Well, Hill and Waddle are going to, do great with that. Obviously, Jonnu and Achane are going to do great with that as well. I'm not saying that, but I'm just kind of talking about like how the Dolphins offense is going to be this year, where I think it's going to be a mixture. I think they're going to obviously have the short stuff, right? Jonnu and Achane, but I think they're going to try to run the ball. They're going to try to make teams play up closer. And if you could get Devon Achane in the open space a couple times and he takes the house, I think that's going to open up the deep passing game. So we'll see. Dolphins are a very polarizing team this year for fantasy. He's going to probably take Drake May. I think he's a Drake May guy. Yeah, called that. So we're coming up. There's tight ends I'd like still. Warren, David Njoku. Receivers, I'm cool with Kirk here. RBs, Dobbins. I'll take Dobbins if he falls, which I think he probably won't. And then for stacks, I wonder if I could push to where's the Hill drafter at? Scooby-Doo. So we're on the clock. Hold up. screw it. We'll take Tyler Warren. More than okay with that. Yeah. And then let's look for a Scooby-Doo. So Scooby-Doo has 2 quarterbacks already. He could take Hill. I mean, he could take Tua. I'm sorry. Let's see what they chat. Rain Man. So he has no quarterbacks, and he has Devon Achane. So not taking Javonte. Let's go Michael Penix, man. I don't have much Michael Penix. I'm hearing that he is the Jameis Winston potential this year. We have Drake London. We have this Ram things going on. And I'd rather just get one quarterback now if I have the stacks. So right now we have a 2-3-5-2 build going on. Daniels and Penix feels pretty good. Kyron James, Tony Pollard, Puka, Drake London, Waddle, Josh Downs, Bateman, Johnny, and Tyler Warren. I could stop here at 2 tight ends if I want. I think this is a good balance. Jaden Daniels, I don't have stack, but I'm totally okay with that. Later stacks, if we do choose, we could do the Zach Ertz, Austin Eckler, or we could do maybe one of the receivers that never get drafted. Like Lane, who I think was a 3rd rounder. Yeah, I like how this team is coming along. Coming up, we will be targeting the man Austin Eckler. We could have I like Tank. Tyler Algier makes perfect sense for this build. Receivers. Tillman. I'm trying to get more Tillman as well. Tight ends. I won't be drafting Kyle Pitts. I got 2 tight ends. If anything, I'll just wait a little later for Zach Ertz if I want to add a 3rd. So Tua is still there. If Tua does fall, I don't mind him in a format like this because gains of playouts 105, 106. The Dolphins have a great schedule as well for the playoffs. Austin Eckler goes. That's unfortunate. I did want Austin Eckler. I feel like he would have fit nicely with Daniels and just the team. But that's okay. That's okay. Jack Betch has been falling, and he probably will continue to fall. He'll probably bottom out around like Pat Bryant range. So if Tua does fall, I think I want to take him. I like Tank Bisbee. Try and get more of him just because I think he's a good runner. Yeah, we're going to take Tank, trying to get a little bit more of the cheapest option for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Plus, RB starts to get ugly. I mean, it's already ugly right now, you could say, but it does start to get more uglier. All right, we are going to be taking Tua Tagovailoa. like I said, I'm like even though I have Jaden Daniels, I can stop at two quarterback, but I'm more than okay when it comes to when it comes to a smaller finals and a smaller playoff pod to have three quarterbacks. Because let's say week 15, uh, it just or let's say week 16, right? I think the Bengal or the Miami play the Bengals, right? That could be a great game. That could be like a 50 point, 60-point game. And two as a quarterback one, Jalen Waddle has 2 touchdowns, and John Smith has like a 10 for 100 game. So then week 17, this is where Michael Penix does his Jameis Winston impression, throws 3 touchdowns to Drake London, Puka as a bring back, yada yada yada. And plus two, with going RB, not like early, but I feel really strong about my three guys. I don't need to force like an extra RB. I could stop at 5 if I want to. And also going two receivers with Puka London, who I feel very strongly about. I'm not gonna be like, oh, like I need to get 8 receivers on the team. When it comes to RBs later, there's a couple guys that I've been clicking lately. Keenan Mitchell's one. Rashard Smith I like. So we could do Miles Sanders and call it a day for the RBs. It's ugly, but why not just continue the ugliness? I think that's what we're gonna do, guys. I think we're gonna take Miles Sanders. Bucket, 5th RB. We'll probably tack on one more RB as well. One more RB, 2 more receivers, and then we'll call it a day. I could bring Diami Brown up here. I think Keenan Allen's going to sign somewhere. Is there any stacking options I could do? I could do Ray McLeod, but I actually think that he's not guaranteed to be the third receiver there. Alec Pierce is solid, but we do have Josh Downs, so I wonder if we're trying to bet that Downs is just going to play more. You know what? To be fair, we're gonna take Alec Pierce because I can't pull it up right now, but Alec Pierce had a very similar situation to Rashad Bateman last year, right? Like scored a similar amount of touchdowns, similar amount of yards, and they kind of got there the same way. So like, what is the huge difference between Alec Pierce that goes 183 to Bateman 106 or 111? I'm sorry. I feel like they're similar players, boom bust. Either Rashad Bateman is going way too high or Alec Pierce is going way too low. So we have a 3-5-6-2 build. Daniels, Penix, Tua, Kyron, James Conner, Tony Pollard, Tink Bisbee, Miles Sanders, Puka, London, Jalen Waddle, Josh Downs, Rashad Bateman, Alec Pierce, Jonas Smith, Tyler Warren. Yeah, I fuck with it. What's nice about this team too is that there's it's a little ping pong effect where it's like I have Downs, Pierce, where it could be week 15 Downs has, he smashes his receiver 4. And then the following week is Alec Pierce gets 2 touchdown bombs. When it comes to week 17 bringbacks, we have the Rams and the Falcons thing going on. I don't think we have any more week 17 bringbacks. So it's more we're just betting on the Rams and Falcons game. I mean, we do have technically Jaden Daniels versus Miles Sanders, week 17. Keenan Allen does not have a team. Maybe he retires, but if he's going to be retiring, it's going to be on my team. We'll see what Keenan Allen does. But last pick of the round, you could do much worse than taking Keenan Allen, who still showed that he could ball out. Now the question is, don't want to go RB receiver. I think we're going to go RB. We do Brashard Smith. We can do Mitchell. We have Rashad Bateman. Todd Brooks. I think he has a good chance to be the RB2 there. Rashard Smith, special team player, but I mean, I like Pacheco, but I'm just saying there is a way he could play. Keenan Mitchell, it's, for betting on the injury. Todd Brooks, potentially number 2. We'll make this a Rashard Smith team. So this is the team. This is Pitbull 6. We are officially done. Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix, Tua Tagovailoa, Kyron Williams, James Conner, Tony Pollard, Tank Bigsby, Miles Sanders, Brashard Smith, Puka, Drake London, Waddle, Josh Downs, Rashad Bateman, Alec Pierce, Keenan Allen, Jonnu Smith, Tyler Warren. We have no stacks with Jaden Daniels, which is fine, but we do have Penix with London, and we have Tua with the Waddle and Jonnu Smith. Overall, I like the team. I think we did a pretty good job. RBs is dusty as hell, but sometimes the dust works. So yeah, so that is Pitbull 6 officially done. We are going to be hopping into another Pitbull right now. What time is it? Hell yeah, baby. +8. If anyone wants to do a Pitbull, it's +8. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna go and look at that Pitbull again. So like usually when I'm marking like the teams, I like to put the date that I drafted them and then like kind of the structure I built. And then this one I didn't feel good about, so I put this team's trash. To be fair, all these teams are pretty trash. I feel like this offseason, I've been getting so much of the later round pick because I was looking at my exposure to the first round, and I'm like, man, like, I have like 13% Jamar Chase, but I only have 2% Barkley, I only have 2% Bijan, and this is actually for BBM actually. And I was like, okay, well, if I have like 2% Barkley and Bijan and BBM, then I must have like 15, 16% of like Lamb, Jefferson, or Gibbs. I don't. I have like 50% Nico, 50% BTJ, 50% CMC. So like half my exposure is from like the back end. So I'm rarely getting top 6 picks. It's all from like, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which I'm fine with because I do like the back end a lot this year. Whenever I finish a draft, I like to look at the draft board and kind of see like if I was on the clock again, like what would I change differently? What are some things that happened that obviously I didn't foreshadow? But I think everything is pretty standard base. I don't think I would have changed anything. This range though, I need to figure out this range. Because once we get into the hundreds, it's so flat. Like there's literally no RBs winning this round. ETN, right, goes to 109. I think ETN is similar to Dobbins at 131. If we look at receivers, like this is how flat the tier is. Like we had literally had no RBs go in round 9, right? And then we come to round 10, we had only 2 receivers. Round 11, only 2 receivers. Round 12, only 2 receivers. So from round 10 to round 12, only 6 total receivers were drafted in 36 picks. So that kind of, to me, that just tells me like this is a zone where like I want to wait to attack quarterback, to attack tight end, and attack running back. That's why I kind of like the Rashad Bateman. I think Rashad Bateman's like a decent click, but I am starting to question where it's like if I could wait 70 picks to get Alec Pierce, who's could do this similar thing to Bateman, maybe it's better for me to just take the tight end here, to take the RB here. I don't know. It's a thought experiment. Four more people for Pitbull. Let's go. Hitting up some Discords right now, posting it. Boom. Let's see the fill rate for some of these contests. So we got BBM right now, 27%. I believe I saw something where it's filling a little slower than last year. The puppy, the puppy Superflex, which I feel like it's been going on forever, only 75% filled. So still got some ways. Sprint 13%, might get some overlay. Marathon 13%. The one thing about the sprint and the marathon is that whenever there's new contests that are released, like the Poodle, like the Pitbull, these contests get no traction whatsoever. No traction. Her like banging us, I don't know. I don't know what that was. But yeah, so right now they're very slow. Yo, what's good, Rohan? You in this baby? Let's get it. Oh shit, we started. That'd be crazy if I hold on my pick. And then boom, there you go again, 1.9. You know, I'm not gonna complain, but it would be nice if I get top 6 pick. It would be nice if I could get a top 6 pick just so I could take my boy Jahmyr Gibbs. Good luck, Rohan. Don't snipe me, but I'm gonna snipe you. So we're having 3 picks. Are we going to start with another Puka team? No, Puka goes. We're going to bring up Nico Collins up here to the 9th spot. So after I take Nico, we have Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas, Genty. Coming back around, bro, the music choices, though. Devon Achan, that was a pick I was hoping fell back to me. He does not. We have Nico. We have London that falls. We have AJ Brown. We do. Lad is a week 17 bring back. We're gonna do a Lad. We're gonna mess with the Nico and Lad start. We'll build this Texans and Chargers thing out. I think personally, Lad, you could argue, should be a first rounder. Or what is the difference between, let's say, Lad and like a Brian Thomas? I prefer Brian Thomas, but I think Lad is closer to a 1-2 turn pick than he is a 2-3 turn pick. AJ. I mean, AJ Brown's another one that I like a lot too. Where Rohan goes and gets him. Obviously when you get AJ Brown target, it opens up, a Jalen. I mean, it doesn't open up a Jalen Hurts stack because you could take Hurts unstacked, but it is nice when you could have AJ Brown, and then Devonta Smith will fall sometimes to the fourth, and then sometimes you'll have Hurts fall to you in the fifth. Which I think if you could pull that build, I think that's sharp. No matter what, I can't make this another Kyron team though, guys. I don't think I could. Nothing too crazy right now. Everything looks pretty standard. Devon A trying to get pulled up a little bit and snipe me, which is okay. I've noticed also the elite tight ends falling a little more. So this is where the pick here, it feels a little flat. So Terry McLaurin goes. We're gonna take Jane Daniels. We're gonna get a little freaky here. I like the RBs that I'll be able to get in the fifth and the sixth right here. So I'm gonna take the lead quarterback. And then we're probably taking a receiver. What's funny? I think Kyron's gonna fall to me too. Which he does. Kyron just continues to fall. Nobody wants to take Kyron. Kyron does fall. For receiver, I think we'll take Ted. I like Ted a lot. So that works out perfectly. I mean, look, we don't get super unique, but like, look, Jaden Daniels and Ted ADP are near identical. So by doing that, it does kind of make it a little unique having it, where I don't think much teams with Nico and Lad, where I'm sure a ton of people are doing the Nico and Lad thing. But I differentiate a little bit by pulling up Daniels, who I think Daniels should be a third round player this year. I think you could argue any elite quarterbacks should be going in the third round. But by doing this, I do differentiate a little bit. I get Daniels, I get Ted. And this is a time box contest, right? Like, this is BBM. It doesn't matter too much because maybe Daniels does shoot up to pick 33 and Ted stays at 40. Or maybe Ted shoots up to 33 and down stay at 40. So we have a 1-3 start. Daniels, Nico, Lad, Ted. I love the start. I've absolutely love the start. I think my boy Rowan is gonna get his Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith snack. See, I love that. Like that is one of the best things you could do this year is be able to have that double stack, especially if you're fading Barkley. And boom, he gets it. Bravo, bro. You gotta feel happy. You have CMC as your RB, and then you have Hurts as your you have Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith stack. Tyreek Hill, who if he bounces back, this team is lethal. This is a lethal team. So Mixon goes. Well, we could do Kamara. Yeah, we'll do a little Alvin Kamara action. That's fine. And then there's some few RBs I like later. Receivers probably not, but man, Ronan, that team you're building is absolutely a monster. So we have Daniels, Kamara. So we are gonna take James Conner, guys. We're doing the old RBs right now. Just please stay healthy. Let's have a repeat of last year where RBs don't get hurt, they stay healthy. I mean, the receiver I could have pulled up Debo for the stack for Daniels, but I don't love Debo. I think he's fine, but he's not someone that I'm gonna try to reach on right now. I'd rather have him fall to me. Yeah, it's interesting. Like Kamara, James Conner, old as hell, but they're RB1s. Like they're gonna produce like RB1s as long as they're healthy. And if this is a season where they continue to do that, this team is very strong. As we're up in 5 picks, let's get it. We have Nico, Lad, Ted start with receivers, RBs, Kamara, James Conner. Tight end, probably not looking at the tight route this time. Quarterback, we are good on quarterback right now. Receiver, Josh Down goes. I mean, there's a few RBs I like here. Quinshawn and Swift. Receiver as well. Quinshawn goes. We're gonna take Swift. I think Swift is just the best value here on the board. I was thinking about Diggs because I would like a fourth receiver, but I also saw like some of these teams don't even have RBs yet, so Darnell Mooney goes, Pollard goes. So I am happy I took Swift because I think Swift was a tier break from that group. And then it allows us to take someone like Emeka or Pittman. I like a lot. Pittman's obviously, I think, has a higher floor and make it a higher ceiling. Let's go Pittman. I think it's just hard to argue what Pittman's done in his career. And if Daniel Jones is a quarterback, I do think Pittman's probably going to get highly targeted. I like Emeka a lot too. I do. But Pittman makes a little more sense with this team. Yeah, Rowan just crushing it. I like every single pick, I think. So coming up next. So for Baker's still there. So for stacks, what we could do. Kyle could maybe be an option. So this is where we're gonna get a little freaky, where I'll probably be pulling up some guys that I like. We're 9 picks away. We pick again at 105 and 112. So this is the dead zone range, in my opinion. This is a dead zone range for these RBs, these receivers. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have some fun, depending who falls to us. Because we pick again 129, 136, and the 150s. 129, 126. That could be a quarterback. That could be Herbert. That could be Stroud. Definitely could be RBs. Receivers. I'm more than likely just skipping the receivers like right here. I just don't love the guys there. Tight end, I do like. There are tight ends that I do like in this range as well. The one thing too about having 3 RBs with Kamara, James Conner, and Swift is I am projected to win the flex spot with the RB. So really, we're focusing more just starting with the receivers. And when you have Nico and Ladd like taking 2 of the spots, that feels pretty good. Quarterbacks are falling still. Man, do I want to take Kyle if he falls? We could do Trey Harris, makes sense. I don't love him this year. Shaheed, I don't mind as well. Scatterboot goes. mean, we could do Kyle and just stop. I mean, I like the potential of these two quarterbacks, so we don't have like a receiving option, but we do have a Cardinals thing building. Kyle Murray is 10 picks past ADP. I think he's a good value. He's a good quarterback. Now, maybe we should have took a receiver like Trey Harris or Rashid, but we took Kyle Murray. It does allow us to stop here too, though, which is, I feel like this quarterback room is very strong. So she goes. We could do Luther just as a whatever option. We'll go with a little Najee Harris action, man. I think we have the Chargers thing built out. I think Najee's someone I'm trying to click a little more. Greg Roman likes to run 2 RBs. I think Hampton's a great pick as well, but Harris in the hundreds, guaranteed production. They're going to use him, 1-year deal. And I think he could be similar to maybe a David Montgomery, where he's just going to get, 35, 40% of the snaps each game. That Kyle pick, like, it's weird because, like, I do like Kyle Murray a lot this year in fantasy, but it's like, would I rather have, I guess the question, like, would I rather have Trey Harris and CJ Stroud, or would I rather have Kyle Murray and, like, QJ or Hollywood? Yo, what's up, Peppers? How we doing, baby? Happy Friday, my guy. Yeah, that's a tough one. Whenever there's values at quarterback and you don't have the stacks, like we do have the Arizona thing building, we could tag on a Michael Wilson later. We could tag on a Keenan Allen, just hope that he signs with them as well. Quarterbacks are flying though a little bit, so I don't know. Herbert, Stroud, obviously we still have for the stacking options. But when you go Kyle Murray, it is tougher to take them. Johnny Warren. Coming up. Receivers, Kirk. I don't mind. Johnny goes. Tyler Warren goes. Tootin goes. I do want Dobbins here, but I just think that with how we're building the team, Dobbins doesn't make too much sense right now. But Kirk does go, and he was the guy I wanted. So fuck it. We're just gonna Dobbins, man. I think Dobbins is a good pick. Usually I had more receivers than RBs at this point, but we're getting a little different. We're just taking the best value, and I think Dobbins right there is the best value. And I feel very strong about this RB room right now. For receiver, tight end, Loveland, Tiger Craft, I'm cool with. Jared Goff's a little bit of fall here, but we have no interest in him. CJ Stroud, I won't take him, but I'll just put him in the queue right now. I mean, we could go on the RB2 as well. If Marvin Mims falls, I don't hate it. We have Dobbins, a little ADP faller. If Gus Edwards wasn't mega cooked, he got enough for it to pay off ADP last year, even with Dobbins hitting. Not one-on-one comparison, but not just a good click. That's a good point. Like I think Najee, for first of all, is way better than Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards was cooked, like he was just dusty as hell last year, but he was still getting touches. And all right, let me make this pick. Man, Kraft is a tight end I like. Mims is a receiver I like. There are receivers I like. I think that could be similar to Mims. So we will be going. We'll do Tiger Kraft, man. Let's get a little Tiger Kraft action. But yeah, no, like the thing with Najee is the Chargers are a good team, good O line, good quarterback. They're gonna run the ball a lot. Like they're gonna want to run the ball all season. And I think Hampton's a stud. I think he's going to crush this year, potentially. But Najee Harris is just that guy that coaches love. They want to give him the ball. They trust him in pass protections. They trust him on the goal line. He could catch. And I just think in the hundreds, you're not like you're paying for a good baseline with what you give Harris. Because I don't think he'll ever be a total zero. And also, there's a contingent upside. Like, let's say Hampton gets hurt. Like, let's just say Hampton was to get hurt. Harris is going to be an easy RB1. There is a slight chance that Hampton maybe just sucks at football. Or maybe he's, the Shoney Michel. He's the Rashad Penny. Highly unlikely that happens. But there's a chance that maybe Hampton just starts out slow and he's not, just the RB we think he is. So Najee is one of those clicks I think after this offseason, we're going to be like, you know what? He was just a good pick. Good offense, good RB. He got 250 plus touches. He scored 10 times, and he helped advance a bunch of teams. And I feel similar about Dobbins, where the Dobbins landing spot with Denver, same thing. Sean Payton uses 2 RBs, great O-line, great defense. J.K. Dobbins is a way better pass protector than R.J. Harvey. So he's another guy that I'm going to be targeting, where I just want to target these RBs that, that they don't have a path to be the clear RB1, but they're in good offenses where they're going to be playing all season. So when do we pick again? 177. Okay. CSR goes. I would have considered him if he fell to us, but it looks like we are just gonna be rocking a 2 quarterback team, which I'm more than fine with. Daniels and Murray, chef kiss. Yeah, that's the one-on-one analysis that you get here. All right, so there's a pick I want here where I feel like I could be done with the RB room. That would be Austin Eckler. We get the stack with Jaden Daniels, and I feel very strong about the 6 RBs here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take Austin Eckler here. We're probably done at 6 RBs. We have this is how we win $100,000 is week 17. Daniel throws 2 touchdowns to Austin Eckler. Kyle Murray throws 2 touchdowns to James Conner. Boom. All said is done. This is a weird team, man. 2-6-4-1. I rarely have only 4 receivers at this point. But when you're able to get a Romeo Doubs as your 5th receiver who's going to... Never mind. Fuck Romeo Doubs. Pat Bryant, Adam Thielen. Pat Bryant's the exciting rookie potential. We have Dobbins. Thielen is the old trusted veteran who has a rapport with. Okay, I got off. We're going to go Adam Thielen. He's old. he fits the Dusty protocol with Kamara and Connor, but he just balls out with Bryce Young, and I think he's gonna be the number 2 receiver there. And there are some guys we could take shots later on that's more like kind of like the upside play, like Pat Bryant. Obviously, man, it's interesting because like when I came into best ball, my thing was like, okay, I'm gonna take all these rookies, upside, 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 upside. But then when you see year after year, where Adam Thielen last year was going around like 130s, 140s, he was on the winning BBM team last year because he spiked. He was crushing it the last 6-7 weeks. He had like 17 points week 17, and it's like the main thing we want fantasy points. We win by generating fantasy points. Adam Thielen is old and dusty, and he has we look at him like he can't win you a lot of money. If he's putting out fantasy points, it doesn't matter. The difference between Thielen and Bryant, like there's a 1% chance that Pat Bryant is a stud rookie who's going to produce this year. There's probably like a 25% chance that Pat Bryant's going to be starting 3 receiver sets this year. There's a 50% chance that he will be on the field and have a chance to play. But the chance of him being like a producer are not high. Adam Thielen produces. The only difference is that he's older, and they did draft a first-round receiver, which I'll get to right now. We're going to take Zach Ertz, stack with Jaden Daniels, call it a day, easy money. But the thing with Thielen is he's good. Like he's still good. He has a rapport with Bryce Young, and it's like we could always try to shoot for the upside, but when you're always trying to shoot for the upside, you shoot yourself in the foot. Where you want to construct a team that will get you there and that could produce. And the upside is like Nico Ladd are the receiver 1, receiver 2 this year. Ted McMillan is a really good receiver. The Panthers are a better offense. Like, you don't just shoot for upside with just player takes. You shoot it with how you construct a team. He says ceiling outcome is what we play for. Thielen ceiling outcome doesn't move the needle. I disagree with that, and I'll explain why. We're going to go Jalen Noel. We have the Chargers and Texans thing built out. So, like, does Thielen have ceiling? No. Or does he? Like, the last 2 years, like, what Thielen's done is put up ceiling games. Like, he's put up spike week games. Like, the point is you want to have players that can spike in your lineup. Like Pat Bryant, because he's a rookie and known, maybe he's the best receiver in the NFL. Like, I just think that the word upside and ceiling is thrown around where it's like, you got you for upside, where it's like, last year, Thielen wasn't an upside pick, but he was on the winning BBM team. So how do you even, like, compute that? You know, like, also, too, it's like, when you have 18 picks to build a team, you're making a story. Thielen doesn't need to be to have the upside to the week 17 thing. Thielen, I don't need Thielen to produce as a receiver 1 or receiver 2 weeks 15 through 17. But he's a part of my story where he's just a great pick. He helps me advance. And then Nico Ladd are crushing it. Ted, by that time, is a top 10 receiver. Jalen Noel, beats out Christian Kirk, and he's the rookie that's balling out. I don't know. I think there's a lot of ways to play it, but that's kind of how my thought process on it is right now. Which is probably not a great process, but I'm just trying to think of things because I see all these, teams that won contests, and it's like when you look at them, it's like this is just it feels ugly, it feels weird, it's unique for sure. We have a 2.662 build right now. Definitely want another receiver. Kenny Allen's a great one where it's like, like, maybe this is a terrible pick. What's the upside for Kenny Allen? But like, if he signs with a team, well, he's probably going to produce and give you points. Is there anything else I could do here? I think we're just going to take Keenan Allen here, call it a day. Hope he signs with the team. I see your side. It makes sense. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's, you know, the how you quantify what is truly the upside. What is the upside we're playing for? You know, yada yada yada. What the fuck is going on, Dirty P? Welcome in, baby. How you doing? We're just about to finish the second Pitbull of the day. Unique team. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I think it's solid. 2-6-7-2 build. We're done at QB. We're done at RB. Receiver. I think we could be done at receiver here. Tight end. We could tack on one more tight end. Also, don't mind taking another receiver as well. When it comes to stacking, there's not much we can do for stacks, unfortunately. We could do a Schultz because we have this Texans and Chargers things played out. A receiver, do Roman Wilson. Let's go Roman Wilson, baby. Let's take the Roman Wilson click and hope that he is Rodgers' boy in the slot. I feel good about Tucker and Ertz there. Definitely could have done 3 tight ends, but I'm projecting Tucker Kraft's going to take another step up. Ertz, I think, is solid. And I felt like one more receiver was needed. I mean, we didn't take our 5th receiver to 160. So I feel like when it comes to draft capital, you know, allocation, everything is pretty well balanced, but the receiver was probably more needed there. Paulino says, won't lie, I love when the team comes together and makes you feel comfy, but I agree with what you said. Winners usually are teams that don't look comfy. Yeah, man, it's always funny because some of the teams that I think that are so fucking good. Yo, what's up, Boogie? How you doing, baby? But like some of the teams I think are fucking like just great. Like they look beautiful on my computer. I built the winner. They end up like 9th place. And then there's teams that advanced last year where I thought were dog shit, but they were 1st place. You know, the winner of the puppy, shout out Ray Zanny or whatever his name is. Dude won the puppy, the fast puppy for like $100K. He had 4 quarterbacks. He took Lamar Jackson as one of his quarterbacks. He had 4 quarterbacks. He had like 7 RBs. He had only 5 receivers. He had 5 receivers on his winning puppy, and he had 2 late round tight ends. And when you're looking at that roster, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense how he got to the playoff pods with 5 receivers, where one of them was like Dobbs, the other one was like a buzz, but he won $100K from it. And it's stuff like that where it's like, did he just get lucky? Was it because it was unique? Was it because he just picked the right players? And by, you know, because usually you have a certain build where it's like, I'm not going to go 3 quarterbacks. I'm not going to go over 6 RBs if I go early. But he hit the nuts. I'll see there, Boogie. Yeah, 250K fast puppy. Dirty Pete says, I'm consuming so much content that I can't get the ducks out of my head. Yeah, man. I mean, this is a time where the content is just rolling. It keeps on going. It does not stop at all. And you know what? Fuck it. On a separate note, I think we're gonna do one more puppy, man. Or I'm sorry, excuse me, not puppy. We're gonna do one more Pitbull. I've done 2 already. I think I'm gonna do one more. Shout out to whatever his name is. Yeah, man. So it's crazy, you know. we all could justify the way we should build teams. Do we actually know how to build teams? Who knows? But this is the team that I built 2682 build. Daniels, Murray, Kamara, James Conner, Swift, Harris, Dobbs, Eckler, RB room. I like a lot. One thing that's weird though, we don't have like traditional stacks. Like Daniels, I have stacked up with Eckler and Ertz. Kyle Murray, I only have stacked up with James Conner. But when you have two rushing quarterbacks, you don't necessarily need the pass catchers. And I'm hoping that this is just the week 15, 17. Murray and Daniels will just run the ball like crazy. Overall receivers, it's okay. Nico, Ladd, Ted, Michael Pittman, Thielen, Noel, Keenan Allen, Roman Olsen, and then Kraft and Ertz at the tight end position. So we are going to be doing one more Pitbull, guys, if anyone is interested. Where the heck is it? There it is. Let's go. Another 20-second Pitbull. Let's fucking go. 4 more people if anyone wants to go. Oh, Rowan, you know what? You were in the stream. You did draft. I will check your team right now. I'll do it quickly. You actually built a sick-ass squad, man. Yeah, I after I saw the Hurts pick, I was like, fuck, man. Like, this guy already advanced. So Rowan right here. So Rowan, he goes Hurts, Tua, Daniel Jones. We'll see how I feel about the Daniel Jones click. But Hurts, Tua, Daniel, love the quarterback room. CMC, Henderson, Tuin, Wright, Miles Sanders, DZ Giggins. So it's RB hero build, a lot of rookies, a lot of volatility, but it could work. I love CMC. I think Henderson and Tuin are 2 RBs I'm higher on. So I'm fine with that. AJ Brown, Hill, Smith, Downs, and Mecca and Burden. Strong receiver room. AJ Brown, Hill, Smith, Downs, love that as your 4. And Mecca has a 5, like that. A lot of upside. You know, Tyreek Hill if he bounces back. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, I think is undervalued. And you have the stacks. I love the stacks. I love Hurts with AJ Brown. Smith is sexy. Tua with Hill. You have the right stacked as well. And then you have Andrews, Goddard, and Sanders. I think it's a very strong team. The only thing I would have done differently is I think Daniel Jones, I probably would have made. I think I would have had Daniel Jones or Sanders one more RB. Just because the RB room is a little thin. And I think you could have pulled away with a 7 RB. Overall, though, great team, man. Hurts, AJ Brown, Smith is one of my favorite double sacks that you could pull off this year. Oh, shit, we're on the clock. No. Woo! Did we get off? Jeez. Oh, that was a close one. We almost autoed Barkley, which isn't terrible, but which it does suck too because I do prefer also Gibbs to Bijan this year, but we'll take Bijan. I see we have Al Boogie, the 11th place winner of BBM himself, 100 plus K in this lobby. Ronan in this lobby. We got some sharks in this lobby, guys. It's gonna be a fun draft. Excited to draft with some big dogs here. Man, I'm very happy I was able to get that Bijan click in. Yeah, that sucks. I've been trying to get more Gibbs. Don't get Gibbs, but I do like Bijan. Bijan's a good click. Barkley's a good click too. Don't get me wrong. I just prefer Bijan and Gibbs to Barkley this year. I don't know how to build a team. My strategy is the mass edge everything. I'm with you there, man. I feel like sometimes I just like get like I'm just like after I do so many drafts, I'm like, what the hell am I even doing? You know, like what am I missing, man? That's the problem with being an overthinker sometimes is I overanalyze every little thing. And like when you do that, I feel like you shoot yourself in the foot sometimes. So we have Bijan. Let's go. It's gonna be interesting to what we want to do with this 2-3 turn. I'll book you go see Lamb first pick. He goes Rasheed Rice. I like it. We're gonna have some fun in this one. So Lad goes. We can do Bucky, we can do T. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull Devontae Adams up here. Week 17 matchup. We're getting a little unique as well. I've been trying to get more Adams. And then I think what we'll do is probably take Tyreek Hill here, I think. Two Dusty, not Dusty, excuse me, Devontae Adams, not Dusty, but two older receivers. Could do Trey McBride. Maybe that's a better click. But we're going to stick with Tyreek Hill. Like I said, a little different. We have the Week 17 correlation, and not many teams are going to have a Bijan, Adams, and Hill start. Is this getting too cute? Maybe. But I don't care. Trey McBride's been falling more. I wonder if it's in the Pitbull contest or in general. Because in every Pitbull I've done, Trey McBride's probably fallen 2-3 spots past ADP like 60-70% of the time. I do think as the summer goes and we get to late July, early August, the casuals are going to come in and they're going to be like, fuck tight end. I am not spending an early pick on tight end. Give me Taylor. Give me Adams. Give me Hill. Give me all these players. So I do think we could see Trey McBride in the mid-third more often, and we could see Brock Bowers start to fall at the 2-3 turn. But if that happens, I'll start to gobble them up. If we get McBride in the mid-third, I'll smash that, and then Bowers 2-3 turn, I'll smash that. Albogi says Trey's been falling everywhere. He'll be back and soon, right under Bowers. I have Bowers ranked number 1 over McBride, but I've been kind of torn with the idea where maybe McBride is the better click, or like I think Bowers and McBride should go right next to each other. I don't think we should see Bowers go at pick 16 and then see McBride go at pick 30. I think if Bowers is going here at 16, McBride should go right here in the mid-second. Like, to me, that just makes no sense. yeah, he's probably asleep right now. But he'll pick up the steam. He'll pick up the steam, and he'll probably be pretty scared that he'll probably be happy that he didn't join this lobby with 11th place BBM finalist. What do I want to do here? Got Daniels, J.M. Metcalf Smith, George Kittle. The one thing too that kind of like why I don't take too much of Bowers McBride is because Kittle obviously as well. But Kittle's rising. Like, Kittle's ADP is up like 3-4 spots in the last few weeks. He's not falling too much at the 4-5 turn as he was before. JMO goes. That's a good pay from Al Boogie. This is interesting right here with what I want to do. Devon Smith goes. Oh, Hampton. We could do Hampton actually. I think. I want more George Kittle. Fuck it. Let's get George Kittle shared. Ronan says he doesn't love his start. Let's check it out. Lamar, Bowers, Neighbors, Moore. I think it's fine. I think the reason you don't love it is just because you went elite quarterback tight end. Whenever you go elite at two of the onesie positions, it's hard to love it at first. I do want more Hurts too. All these players are similar to me, so we'll take Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is just the best pick on the board right there. And I'm kind of doing similar things. So I have elite quarterback, elite tight end, Bijan, Adams, Hill. Yeah, the 4-5 turn, I do want to target more Hurts, more Kittle, because I think as best ball season progresses, they're just gonna go higher. Hurts will go early fourth, probably, or mid fourth, and then Kittle's gonna continue to climb, I believe. So the more that I could get starts like this, I'll be happy with. This is a strong team for touchdowns as well. I mean, Hurts is going to score a bunch of touchdowns. Kittle could have double-digit touchdowns. Bijan's going to have 20-plus touchdowns. Adams and Hill both could score a lot of touchdowns. Happy PR. We're building a monster right now. Adams says way better than Al's team. Adams, a new Stars 2.0. I think once you mention Star's name, his Star sent his minions out to attack you. I've been 5 picks. A lot of ways we could go with this 2-3 turn. Al Boogie says, Ronan, you can climb out of 12 finish. Boogie goes David Montgomery. Okay. I was looking at Demon a little bit. I think what we're gonna be doing here, guys. Man, don't take Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy had such a good year last year. I don't take Jerry Jeudy. I don't love Jerry Jeudy. I mean, it could be a good pick. We're just gonna take Jerry Jeudy, man. He broke out last year. Great year. Should be the alpha there with David Njoku. We're just gonna be like, you know what? We're getting him in the late 6. He was a receiver 1. He's going as a receiver 3. Just bite the bullet, Nick. Just bite the bullet. Take Jerry Jeudy. I don't love it, but I think it makes sense. Now here's very interesting. I'm cool with Jaden Reed here. I'm cool with Diggs. Q-Sean, I don't mind. Could do Caleb. I think we're gonna play a little more hero RB in this build. I like Jaden Reed still. Well, Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed's a perfect boom bust player for best ball. He could put up a 30-point week. I think he's a good receiver. He's probably not going to play much in receiver 2 sets at all, but good offense, good receiver. We'll get like 12, 15 rushes. Kind of like a JMO, big play threat. Ronan, you have a lot more faith in Chi than I do. Who to pick here? Adam Maddie missed Spag stream today. Adam says Spag channel is dead now. Well, his might be dead, but mine's alive. Mine's alive and well and flowing. This is a fun team, man. Hurts, Bijan, Adams, Hill, Jerry, Jaden, Kittle. It's definitely a build I don't think I've ever had a build like this offseason yet. So we are getting a little unique, getting a little crazy. Yeah, Laporta is another tight end that I just keep seeing fall past his ADP. And it's strange because this is the cheapest tight ends have been ever. It feels like I know with this the cheapest the tight end 1, the tight end 2, the tight end 3's been. This is the cheapest that like tight end 4, 5, 6 been. So the fact that they weren't even cheaper too, is it the market's getting sharper or that people are just overthinking it? I pretty much never click DJ Moore. Might as well build it out. Yeah, it makes sense, man. Week 17 stuff. Adam says he's gonna duke this team. Well, you better do it soon, because soon enough you won't be able to duke this team because all the players here are gonna rise. Boogie's throwing shade on DJ Moore. Yeah, Laporta's been falling a lot, which, the more he falls, the more I am more interested in doing. Okay, so we are up next. Tight end, no. Receiver. Quarterback. So we're looking at like a Mason or Jalen Warren here. Warren probably projects for more touches out the gate, while Mason, I think, is on a better offense and has more upside. But we do have the Browns thing going. But Caleb could be like fucking really good. Screw it. We'll take Mason. Like Warren, I think is a decent click because I do think he's going to catch a lot of passes. He'll be on third down. He's explosive as well. But Mason, though, like Aaron Jones seems more of a fragile bet to just miss time than Caleb is. Jaden Higgins, I do like here as my 5th receiver. I think, yeah, Jaden Higgins is a fun click. He's getting more good reports. He's gonna be in 2 receiver sets. 6'4", 6'5", runs fast. Shitty Stroud could hit him on some long touchdowns. Adam says Bach moving the mark on Laporte and making him closer to Njoku. You saw that tweet? Yeah, man. I mean, I just post the numbers and then everyone else comes up with the conclusion of what I'm trying to say. It is interesting though. David Njoku, Sam Laporta, basically the same props, but one is 60 picks cheaper. What I've noticed is the last 4 Pitbulls, I've kind of got an elite quarterback in each one. Just realized that. This team has 2 RBs and 7 receivers already. We got Boogie with the 3-5-1. And then we got Ron with the 1-2-5-1. Same build as mine. So next pick, Purdy, we could do a little Purdy action, but he probably won't fall. Tight end, receiver, RBs. Najee, Zach, Stevenson, Tuin, Dobbins. Right now, how do you guys feel about the Giants' backfield? Do you guys take Tracy? Do you guys take Scatterboo? I'm playing it where I'm not touching Scatterboo or Tracy right now. I just think that the Giants are going to be a bad team, and I don't want to have to bet on which one I think is going to play more than the other. I would rather wait till we get more clarity on who's ahead of who for me to decide, when I just think there's RBs that are in better situations that are simply just better picks than the Giants backfield right now. Now, if you think that Cam Scatterboo is going to just beat out Tracy and be the clear starter, then yeah, he's a good pick. You know, it's always a good pick to get the starting running back for a team. I just don't have that much confidence right now. Man, there are some interesting guys we could take here. I think Jack Charbonnet's a decent click. I think Stevenson's a decent click. I think what we're going to do is Stevenson goes. What's the difference between Dobbins and Charbonnet? Like, Dobbins is on a better team, better offensive line, probably going to play more the third down as a pass protector than Charbonnet. Like, Charbonnet's good, right? Like, we've seen Charbonnet could ball out, but it's when Walker's hurt. If Walker doesn't get hurt at all year, I think Dobbins is just a clearly better pick than Charbonnet. Now, Walker chances of getting hurt are probably decent, obviously, but at the same time, Dobbins has a clear role that potentially could just be scoring low offense points all year. And then we'll go to it. Love Scatting Call is kind of falling out of love due to price. Tracy was good for me last year, so I have a soft spot at low. Yeah, I was higher on Tracy than most, and it definitely, felt good the way he produced for me last year as well. But I'm kind of similar with the price right now. Where did Cam go? Cam's got about 108, which, it's fine, but like, I think the J.K. Dobbins is like I said, I think he's gonna have a role all year. Way better offense than the Giants. Stevenson, I think, is gonna have a role all year. Najee Harris is gonna have a role all year on a better offense. So if Cam Scatterbull, like if he's not the clear starter and he's splitting work with Tracy, how valuable is that going to be on a bad offensive line? I don't know. I just don't. I don't want to make bets on that right now. Like I have no issue waiting till like late July. And if we see reports where Cam Scatterbull is running with the ones and he looks like he's gonna play more, I'll start clicking him more. I don't care if he rises up 10, 12, 15 picks. Like, I'll start clicking him more. But right now, I'm more than okay passing on. Smoke in this room. Too bad Star's too busy busting down for the TikTok videos. Ah. Are you smoking it down, Boogie? We'll check later. I wonder if I should have went quarterback there. There's RBs I like. Quarterback, if we want to do stacks, we could do a T-Law thing. We could do a Tua thing. Tight ends. Obviously, I've heard, so Goddard makes sense. Do I want T-Law or Tua? That's probably the main question. Oh, Goddard goes, actually. Wow. Man. We're gonna go Tua. We'll go Tua with Tyreek Hill. Yeah, we'll go Tua with Tyreek Hill. Having Goddard go there does suck a little bit. It is unfortunate. But it's okay. And then we'll take Isaac Randall. I think Isaac Randall is one of the best clicks on the board right now. I mean, I don't need a third quarterback, but if I did, then if Stafford falls, could do that later. Al never drafted a team he doesn't like. I think that's true. Boogie, the team that you went that you made to the BBN finals, 1 out of 10, how much did you love that team? I know the answer is probably 15, but do you remember drafting the team? Bijan, Mason, Dobbins, Tua, and Grando. I had one more RB. I think we're probably gonna do 2 QBs here. Yeah, we'll rock a Tua and a Hurts. But we'll see though. If Bryce falls, I don't mind doing that. Tight ends. Could step Pat Fairmouth, do Rodgers. RBs, Tank, Rice, stop at 6. This guy takes right. It's unfortunate. My RB room is scoring 80 a week, but my receivers are getting 10. Left my ass out. Peppers, are you in this draft as well? See, I could have went T-Law. No, we're good. I didn't go T-Law. Right here, I think Pat Fairmouth, if he makes it, we'll click him. He does not make it. So what we'll be doing is we'll pivot. Do I really want another Adam Thielen team? Script, Cam Ward. I didn't need to take Cam Ward there, but I'm gonna make this a 3 QB team. I want to get some late stacks in. There's some later tight ends that I don't mind. I just like the idea of having look, Hurts, I don't need to stack Hurts, but like if we're in like week 15 and Cam Ward is the guy you need to get us to week 16, I feel really strong about my receiver and RB room too. So I feel like I have a luxury pick to make. Oh no, we're not taking it right there. Cool doing that, stopping. Yeah, so we'll take Shipley. We'll be done at RB, 6 RBs. Have the Eagles correlation there. Bijan, Mason, Dobbins, Tuin, Garando, and Shipley. Bijan's obviously going to be the RB1 this year. And then I think Mason, Dobbins have good enough roles where they could hit my RB2 room or flex. Tuin's a fun click where I do think he'll end up getting the majority of the carries as the season goes on. Garando and Will Shipley are just two of the best handcuffs this year in general. I do. It was 11 for different reasons. Amari St. Brown, Gibbs, super unique, and had a week 17 matchup. That is crazy. Gibbs and Amari St. Brown was super rare last year. Do you remember what day or what time of the month? Like it was probably August when you got that draft, right? Do you remember? Was it late August, mid August? If Brock didn't get hurt and BS Kittle called back, I should be in 5. Dang, that's crazy, man. I'm sure you're gonna remember that for a while as well. I'm in Jalapeno Jenkins. Oh, what's up, man? Let's check you. We'll check you out after this draft, bro. So we have 3 more picks. We're done at RB. We're done at QB. We're gonna take 2 more receivers and probably 1 more tight end. Call it a day. I don't mind the Calvin Austin click, guys. He's a small receiver, but he is fast, and he had some spike weeks last year. Also, week 17 thing we have with Jerry Jeudy as well. Noel's a little bit of an interesting faller here too. But we will take. I don't mind some of these RBs, like Gideon and Sampson. I think are solid, but we will be taking. I mean, if this guy doesn't take Chick from us, I like that. He has like no RBs, so we'll take Chick, man. Oh, I didn't even see that displaying chemistry with Ward. I'd love to see that. All right, so we're going to stop at 2 tight ends, Chig and Kittle, more than enough. And the reason why I took Cam Ward is just because I just like more outs when I'm in the playoffs, right? Like maybe week 15 is a Barkley game. Barkley has 3 rush touchdowns. Hurts doesn't spike. But Cam Ward goes off week 15. And I'm going to have Chig, and I'm going to have at least one tight ends receiver. Keenan Allen, I could do Keenan Allen again, but I really don't want to. But we're gonna do Keenan Allen again. Fuck it. I mean, hey, Keenan Allen, man. You know, just play 1 more year. Just hit up Rodgers and be like, yo, you're going to retire this year. I'm going to retire this year. let's just ball out one more year together. Three 662 build. Hurts to a cam. We're gonna be taking one more receiver. I don't know, Chad. How do you guys feel about this team? Tyler Lockett goes. GZ getting us on the board. One, like, I do like some of these RBs here, but I'm waiting for more information. Like Todd Brooks is an interesting one. Kyle Manungai, Jakery, Krosek, Merritt, Jordan James. But these are more where I will just wait as the summer goes on. A little A-Rich sighting. Let's see what Boogie takes right here. Little Sean Tucker action. Okay. So we get a leak AO Namor to close things out. We did it. We did our third Pitbull. Another one down in the books. We have a 3672 build. Hurts to a Cam Ward. I love that. RB's Bijan, Mason, Dobbins, Tuing, Randall Shipley. RB Hero, but Mason, Dobbins, Tuing, Randall Shipley. These are guys I like. I think an RB room I'm more than fine with. We did reach on Adam. I don't want to say reach. We pulled Adams up. Just to get a little unique. Adams, Tyreek, Jerry, Jaden, Higgins, Keenan, and A.O. Manor. Kittle, Chick. I give it like a C+. Who fuck with the strategy of stacking some of the worst teams in the league? We'll see right now. My team with the shit after I auto Pitts. Bro, autoing Pitts is one of the worst things that can happen. But we'll see how it turns out. This was a Patty Mahomes remember who the fuck he is bet. You crazy man, Boogie. We'll check right now. We'll see who cooked and who didn't cook. We'll go with Al Boogie. He has a 2.583 build. Dak and Goff. Good offenses, good quarterbacks. Chuba, David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, Rashad White, Sean Tucker. Chuba, Demont, Jones is a pretty solid trio when you're waiting on RB. Rashad White, Tucker. I don't know how I feel about tagging on White and Tucker. Obviously, Bucket got hurt. Both of these guys will move up. It does seem a little contradicting to have both of them, but maybe that's the Galaxy brain play that I need to get on. Lamb, Rice, love that. JMO, Diggs, Trey, Tillman, Pierce, Raven, McLeod. Receiver room, more than fine. I feel like it's really solid here. You have Goff with... So you have the Goff and D-Mont stack, but you don't have a Lions pass catcher. Then you have Dak with CD Lamb, obviously. Trey, Pitts, Auden. Okay, so Pitts. I mean, you could have stopped at Pitts here as your second tight end if you wanted, but I feel like you have probably like a Buxton you want to do, or maybe you really like Auden. I like the value you got on McBride. I don't hate this team, but this is not a BBM 11 finalist team, though, Boogie. Do better, my friend. All right, so Ronan has he has a 2772 build. Lamar, Geno Smith, Travion, Junkins, Tracy Spears, Ray Davis, Justice Hill, Jarvis Hunter. So you wait for RB. You're relying a lot on the two rookies here. Tracy, a little bit of value. I think the RB room is fine. It's just I think it can start off slow with Henderson, Junkins, and then Tracy Bebb will be interesting to see how that plays out with Cam Scatterboo. So RB room a little weak in my opinion. Neighbors, Moore, Aduze, Emeka, Bateman, Palmer, Slayen. Receiver. This is a receiver room that I do like. You don't get Caleb, but you do have the Bears thing going. I wonder if was Caleb someone that you were targeting, or you just like the Moore and the Rome bet. No 49ers bring back. Receiver room is fine. You do have Lamar stacked up with Bateman, I see here. And then Geno, you have stacked up with Bowers, Theo Johnson. You know, little Raiders, Giants week 17 correlation there with the tight ends. Overall solid build, but definitely the one you built earlier, I liked more. Then we had Jalapeno Jackets here, 2583 build. Appreciate you coming on. Mahomes, Purdy. So we have the rematch of the week, or the Super Bowl, right from 2 years ago. Ashton Jetty, Henry, Kyron, Alvin Kamara, Tony Pollard. Strong RB room. This is high T to the finest right here. I love the RB room. You could have stopped at 4 RBs if you want to. You tacked on Pollard. I'm very interested to see how the rest of your team ends up, but this is a very strong RB room. Worthy, Jennings, Hollywood Brown, Mims, Dobbs, McMillions, Diami Brown, Jalen Royals. So it's weak. Like obviously, when you go that early on RB, you're gonna have a weak receiver room. Now, Worthy, Juwan Jennings, you're betting Worthy takes a step up, and you know you do have all the KC players. I mean, this is a crazy build. I don't think I've seen one yet. So you have a home stacked up with Hollywood Brown, Worthy, Jalen Royals, and Noah Gray. I think that might be a little too much, but if Mahomes does do what he did last year, or Rashee Rice gets hurt, or Kelsey gets hurt, it opens up stuff for all the Kansas City pass catchers. Marvin Mims, Dobbs. So I do like Dobbs as your fifth. Marvin Mims, spike guy. So I don't know, man. I mean, you're definitely gonna get points from your quarterback RB room. Your tight end room is fine too. Andrews, Gesicki, Noah Gray. This one will be very interesting to see how it plays out. If I was you, I would title it betting on Mahomes just to look back on. But definitely an interesting build by our boy Jalapeno Jenkins. Boogie says I forgot to add White. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a big play. It could work out. I mean, look, if Bucky gets hurt, I think White and Sean Tucker are both going to be RBs that go up in value. He has GMO for golf. Oh, okay. I totally missed that. Yeah, man. All you guys' team are trash. Mine's the only one that's better. How about Team A? Let's go. Let's see Team A. Which one was Team A? That was UFC Jaguar. What's up, man? I didn't know you were in here with us. So he has a 3-5-7-3 build. Daniels, JJ McCarthy, Sam Darnold. I kind of built a team like this, I think, 1 or 2 Pitbulls ago, where Daniels was my QB1, but it was still a 3 QB team. CMC, Harvey, Caleb, Trey Benson, Raheem Mostert. I like this RB room. CMC, you know, that's obviously the guy you're betting on this year. And then Harvey, Caleb are 2 fun rookies that, you know, have a lot of outcomes this year, but definitely down the stretch could be smashing. Manson's an interesting handcuff this year who might play a little more. London, JSN, Addison, Shaheed, Kyle Williams, Jack Benson, Pat Bryant. So you do have the Addison stack with JJ McCarthy. For Sam Darnold, you don't have any pass catcher. Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. You have Jason. So I like that you have the pass catchers with that. Daniels, you don't have any, but you do have Ertz, which I like. Like, Daniels is someone that you don't need to stack at all because of his rushing upside. So I like the stacks. The receivers, it's a little volatile because you do wait a little bit, but I do like Shaheed. I'm getting a little more higher on him. And then you have some rookies that could potentially have decent roles this year. And then tight ends, Hawkinson, Ertz, and Arroyo, which very strong tight end room. You know, obviously TJ Hawkinson stacks up with McCarthy as well. So I think overall this is a decent build. I like the stacks. And then, you know, Arroyo's another one that's a fun click at the end with Sam. So overall, it's a good build. Got to get different in these you got to get different in these time box contests, right? For sure, yeah. I think in time box, you definitely want to try to get a little unique. You want to build teams that not everyone's gonna have, as long as it makes sense. That's kind of what I did. You know, I pulled Devontae Adams to pick 22, and I took Hill at pick 27. You're not often gonna have the pairing of Bijan, Adams, and Hill together. Now, something like BBM, it is considered unique in BBM now, but Adams is probably going to continue to rise. Hill will probably rise. So you're definitely going to see more Bijan, Hill, and Adams teams in the contest like the BBM or Eliminator. But in something like with the Pitbull, no, I highly doubt you're going to have many teams that have a Bijan, that has an Adams, that has a Hill. So I do think getting unique, doing things differently is important. And sometimes, who the fuck knows what the right way to build a team is? Sometimes it's a team that you think doesn't feel great on paper, but it's actually a team that's actually going to advance and give you a chance to win some money. So definitely advocate of that. Well, guys. First of all, I appreciate everyone who popped in, said what's up, chatted. Gonna be taking off right now. Gonna head to LA. You know, spend time with the family, you know, do some stuff today. But appreciate everyone coming on. Make sure you hit the sub button, like the video. I'll be posting on Twitter when I'm going live next. Might be tomorrow, if not, probably Monday. But anyways, appreciate all you guys. Wait, real quick, just says try and do a 2,500 MOB. Let's do it, baby. After I win the dinger, I'm down to do some high stakes stuff like that. Thanks for the stream. Was fun. That's true. One of the teams I advanced was a title horrible draft. That's what I'm saying, man. Is like, you know, we could build teams that we think that we love, that looks great. But the NFL is such a random season. Players get hurt. Players outperform the ADP. Players bust. So truly, we don't know exactly how it's going to unroll. So that's why, like, don't ever get down on yourself. Like, oh, this team sucks. This team's the worst team. No, what you do is you title it, this team sucks. I fucking hate it. And then you look back week 15 and like, holy shit, I just advanced this team. So it's all fun. Make sure you guys are always having fun drafting. But I will be bouncing. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys real soon. Peace.